Hey, what's up guys, Kero here and welcome to another Roblox review. Today we have yet another dragon game here on Roblox called Distant Isles. Now this game, from the first look I do have to say, is that it might be inspired in How to Train Your Dragon because of the dragon, sleeping in the background. Not the closest one, the one on top of the rock. This game seems to be a role-playing game. I don't really know much about it, and as always, it will be my very first time playing. And yes, it's a game that is inspired on How to Train Your Dragon because of the pictures. But we're gonna go on to the OC dragons. I think this is the element. I'm gonna try and pick Night Fury for now. I think this is the one that a lot of people like, but this will ask for a game pass, which I don't know if probably are not able to do so. So let's go with this one, which it has the same style as some dinosaur games that I've reviewed and recall. We do have the baby, and then we have the adult, which we become like a very massive, almost like a beetle, if I get the name correctly. We have the advanced customization. We have the colors. The only thing that is missing, and I think you guys can tell by now, is sound and audio. There is no music. There is no ambient. There is no dragon sound. Nothing. It's just the game. So we have the animations. We have the gliding, play, run. I don't know why he's doing it with his eye closed, but you click next, mail, next, and the play. Well, now here we are with our beautiful dragon. And right off the bat, we have a very, very massive dragon right there. His sound kind of reminds me of Godzilla. We have controls here. F to bite, Z to eat, X to drink, G to attack. Very confusing controls because if you play Animal Survival games, usually they have a pattern. This one is like F to bite, X to drink, Z to eat, G to attack, E to roar, which are very, unusual controls. But I do have to see if we can fly, because I will assume that we are an adult. We have a V. Okay, not bad. So this is to rest. We can't really fly at the moment. So I can spit fire. Or maybe I have to switch between... Oh, we do have to switch between, so this is some unusual controls, I do have to say. The sound seems very, very low. I don't know why, but... So we can only change from flying to ground if we just decide to stop flying. And that's it. Oh, we have a pretty cool dragon that looks like Night Fury, the white one. Its flying seems okay. Lacks sound effects, or at least it lacks the volume of the sound effects, because I do think there is the sound effects, but it's just too low. Look at this one. I do just want to take, a little check, because it might be my controls or it might be the game. So I do want to check my controls real quick. Alright, so I have confirmed it is the game itself that has, the audio issues from being too low. I've noticed that one of the dragons have probably a bear sound for some reason. But this one just seems to be role-playing. dragon game that you can play as your favorite how to play a dragon. Unlike the previous game that we've played that was mainly focused on PvP, this one seems to be more focused on role playing and basically that. You don't really have anything else that you can do, or it seems that you can do at first glance, besides just walking around and probably, you know, talking with players. Because I don't even think there exists any damage system. So I am taking a better look at the controls. Oh, looks like somebody's offering something. I don't know if you can feed us, because I think you can also play as one of the Vikings. But we can bite and we can attack. Which I will assume that you can kind of have PvP, but it doesn't really seem to be a PvP server. So we have to eat. I don't think we can eat that. I don't think we can. Yeah, I'm pressing the eating. It's doing the animation, but I don't think we are actually eating the fish, which is pretty sad. But when it comes to attack, it doesn't really seem to be effective. I think the attack is just there to show that you can kind of attack. I don't know if the game is still in a very, very early stage, because as you know, some of these games, sometimes I jump in and I do these reviews without even knowing, you know, the state or the behind the scenes, or I don't really have a lot of information. Most of the information that I get are from you, the viewer, the subscriber, that you guys leave it down in the comments below. So I do want to know if this game is like a very, very early released game, because it is available to the public, or if this is just a role-playing game where there's no, you know, PvP, there's no, you know, overall survival. But I also do want to try and test how the humans are and how they behave, and see if you can actually do something, or you just walk around like this little fella, and that's basically it. So here we are as our beautiful humans. We currently don't have color, but we can customize our hair and probably body, which is very nice to have at least the ability of using the customization fee, and looks like you have to pay. So there is some kind of pale wall in this game. Now I don't know how you obtain these stones, but it seems like we don't have any whatsoever. We can select our pants, our shirt, go with the shield, but yeah, you need to pay. Also, we need to pay as well. Hopefully this, yeah, doesn't really need to be purchased, but I mean, there's nothing much we can do because we don't really have the coins or these little things that you have to buy. So we're just gonna go as the default one and select a server and just do it. Alright, so here we are at the same spot as the previous one. We have here our little side-by-side comparison of the dragons. So what can humans do? We can shift, we can glide, we can hand out, kind of like a pet. We can rest, we can eat. I think that's basically it. There's not really much that we can do as a human. Can't go in. So we can pick this up, equipped, and I will assume that we can kind of eat it. Or maybe not. Oh, no, that's a big boy. That is a big boy. Hand out. He's trying to eat me. Be calm, boy. I will tame you. It will take time, but it will tame you. So, jokes aside, there isn't really anything to do besides probably role playing. Here you go, you can have my fish if you want. I don't know if the game is still being developed or what's the premises besides role playing, because you can't really eat. I don't think you can't really drink. You know, humans can't really do anything besides just walk around. You can't even get inside of the houses, and that's basically it. So this game is more for the How to Train Your Dragons fans. So I do think there is a lot of good audience for you know, this kind of games. But besides that, I can't really say a lot. It's not your typical dragon survival. It's nothing. It's just, there's not really nothing to do. So I have to give this game, unfortunately, you know, a 4 out of 10, because I do think there is still a lot to be added, a lot to be tweaked, and a lot to improve. Right now it's just a role-playing chat game that you just jump in. Maybe you just hang around with your friends with your favorite How to Train Your dragons, and that is basically it. You don't really destroy, you don't really, you know, fight or, you know, survive. You just sit around and talk on global chat. So thank you very much for watching. I do want to know your guys' opinion on Distant Isles. So my throat. I do want to know your opinions on Distant Isles, and also if you have any other Roblox game that you want me to review, make sure to leave down, you know, in the comments below your favorite How to Train Your Dragon, and a like and a subscribe if you're not yet subscribed, and a comment for the YouTube algorithm. Get it here, and I'll catch you guys in a next video. Take care and peace.